But yeah, I really be feeling like every now and then somebody needs to get the... What you talking about? Not Tara talking about they still beefing. Yes, they ain't fight yet. They gotta fight. Like, people like, oh, fighting is beneath me. Da 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 da. Like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? I don't care. I don't care. If you know you little, don't with people. That's bigger than you. Like, what you talking about? I don't have no sympathy for you. Oh, well, you knew you was little and you knew she was big when you was talking shit. That's what just happened.
Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how his woman the greatest. I know you got in prison for 6 years. I know it was nice he cried. He still bugging about his accomplishment front row.
I'm yeah, Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I was like,
so he came up every day? Every visit?
For the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a match, you have a visit every day, so it alters on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday. So literally
every
the first year,
how
he
far
came
is
every day.
Stafford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on traffic.
So he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Yeah, to like, I mean, it got to a point where I had to tell him like, yo, like, I'm good. I'm alright. Like, and I get.
You ever see someone who made a big mistake and then tries to act like they're the one who got hurt? That's kind of what's going on with Remy Ma right now. She's been making a lot of noise because Papoose has moved on with a new girlfriend, and she clearly doesn't like it. Lately, Remy has been telling everyone who will listen that Papoose gave up to Eazy, that he should have fought harder to keep them together. On top of that, people say she's still wearing her wedding ring, hoping they might somehow work things out. It looks like she really thought he'd wait forever. But here's the thing that's making people shake their heads. She's acting like Papoose is the one who did something wrong. Let's not forget that Remy cheated on him, not once, but twice, and then expected him to stick around. That's why so many people find this whole thing confusing. It's hard to feel sorry for someone who broke their vows first and then seems surprised that their partner decided to walk away. There was a time when Remy and Papoose were seen as a perfect couple. They weren't scared to show their love publicly. Fans would talk about them as one of the most real couples in hip-hop, all about loyalty and support. Papoose showed that kind of loyalty back when Remy went to prison in 2008. He didn't leave. Every day that he was allowed to visit, he was there, showing up at 8 a.m. and not leaving until 3 p.m. Sometimes, the drive took nearly an hour one way. Even Remy has talked about how he never missed a visit, making sure she knew she wasn't alone. And he did more than just visit. Papoose put his career on hold to be there for her. Every opportunity that came his way, every show, every recording session, if it conflicted with her visit times, he would turn it down. A lot of people wouldn't do that, especially in entertainment where every day is a chance to grow. But Papoose made sure that Remy had someone who showed up. That wasn't all, either. The man even took big risks for her. One time, he tried sneaking a skeleton key into the prison just to see her. Of course, that backfired. He got caught and banned from visiting for 6 months. Even then, he didn't give up. While she was still locked up for years, he actually married her inside the prison. He could have walked away at any point, especially when rumors started going around that he was cheating too, but Papoose denied all that. He spoke up whenever people tried to drag his name through the mud. Time and time again, he told everyone how much he loved Remy and would never do anything to hurt her. It was obvious to anyone watching that he was serious about his commitment. That's what makes the cheating so hard to understand. After all Papoose did for her, Remy was caught seeing Eazy The Block Captain, someone who even moved in the same circles as Papoose. It was one of those messy stories that everyone in the industry heard. Of course, word eventually reached Papoose too. Rumors say he was furious, especially after hearing about it in public rather than from her directly. There was even a report that Papoose and Eazy ran into each other at an event, and that things got heated real fast. Some people say Papoose threw a punch and knocked Eazy flat on his back. Whether or not that part is true, what we do know is that whatever went on between Remy and Eazy didn't last long. And then came the next twist. After Eazy, Remy was spotted spending time with another rapper, someone she had been linked to before. Paparazzi even caught photos of them wearing matching watches, looking very cozy together. That set off a whole new round of rumors. Through all of this, Papoose kept quiet. No public outbursts. No angry Instagram posts. Nothing. Even after what happened between them, Papoose handled things calmly, And just like that, time went by, and he decided to move on to now. Reports say he's dating someone new, and not just anyone. She's a well-known boxer. They seem genuinely happy together. According to people close to them, Papoose is doing his best to keep this part of his life private, so they can build something real without the stress of being watched by everyone. But as soon as Remy caught wind of this new relationship, that's when things shifted. Ever since then, she's been telling anyone who will listen that she's upset with Papoose for moving on so quickly. She keeps going on live, saying he didn't fight for their love and acting like she was waiting for him to come back. That's why so many people find this so strange. Remy is acting heartbroken over someone she already betrayed. On top of that, she never actually filed for divorce herself, which means part of her probably thought they'd work things out. But Papoose clearly decided he deserved better. And the public hasn't forgotten the facts. Fans have been commenting all over social media, telling Remy that loyalty is earned, not automatic. Some people even say she ought to take responsibility for her choices and stop pointing the finger at Papoose. Whether she listens or not is up to her. But one thing is obvious, Papoose has moved on. He did everything he could to hold that relationship together when it mattered most. Now, after years of putting her first, he's choosing someone who appreciates him, and honestly, who can blame him? Everyone knows Remy can be a bit dramatic at times. According to people close to her, even though she and Papoose hardly speak anymore, she's still wearing that big ring he gave her when she first came home from jail. It looks like part of her still hopes they could work things out one day. But the thing is, Papoose has already moved on. These days, the only time he talks to Remy is when it's about their daughter. That's really it. When you stop to think about it, the fact that Remy is upset over him moving on is surprising. Papoose stayed by her side through some really tough times. He was there every single day while she was locked up. Even when it meant putting his own career and personal freedom on hold, he never left. After they split, he didn't jump into a new relationship right away. Instead, he gave himself time, nearly a full year, hoping that maybe they could work things out. But once it became clear that they weren't going to, he decided to live his life again. That's why it feels a bit strange that Remy is upset now that he's dating someone new. Some people even say it looks like jealousy. And let's be real, jealousy never looks good on anyone. As soon as the news spread that Papoose had found someone, fans online had a lot to say. Many of them weren't shy at all. They reminded Remy that Papoose was one of the most loyal men they'd ever seen. They felt like she didn't appreciate him enough while she had him. Some even commented that she never find a partner who treats her as well as he did. Others pointed out that Papoose always went above and beyond, from waiting on her every day during her prison sentence to making sure their daughter was cared for. That's why people feel like Remy should do a bit of self-reflecting instead of blaming him. They're saying she might want to take a look in the mirror before pointing fingers. Papoose was patient, forgiving, and kind. And if she's upset because someone else is seeing all those great qualities in him now, maybe that's a lesson learned too late. So, do you think Remy is in the wrong here? Or do you feel like Papoose deserves the heat she's giving him? From the outside looking in, most people seem to agree that Papoose did everything he could. Let me know your thoughts, and if you want more updates on this whole situation, stay tuned because this story isn't over yet.